So Rome, this is a video to show you the program I was talking about yesterday, OBS. I'm going to show you a few tools that would be useful for you, basically how to do it. And I will mention any old camera, any microphone will work. So it's not going to be high dollar technical equipment. You can jerry-rig the living shit out of this. So one moment here, I'm actually going to add a display capture so you can see everything I'm doing, and then I will show you how to do that as well. So 1 second here. Alright, now I've got the display capture going. You'll see down here, I'm going to drag my video capture up above the display. That way my video is up here. I can click and drag from the window above. So I'm going to, missed it. I'm going to scale my video down and toss it up in the corner so that you can see everything I'm doing. So now that I have that set up, you'll see I'm here. I've got my microphone set up, but my overall display is being captured. So say if I wanted to bring open this document, I'm still up here in the corner, but you can see that now the document is being displayed. So to go ahead and add something, you're going to want to hit the plus down here. So at this plus, you will see everything that you can add. The ones that you're primarily going to be dealing with are display capture, game capture, image, and window capture. So window capture makes it to where it will capture any window title you give it. Game capture, it'll capture any full screen application that is on the screen currently. Display capture, it will capture any monitor that you select. So I have two monitors, one is way up here, the other one's right here. And it will swap between them should I ask it to. Now, I'm assuming you're only going to be dealing with one, so I really doubt display capture is going to be too big of a deal for you. Image capture is interesting. Say you have an image for a reference that you want to bring in mid-video. So say you're talking about random bullshit from a book. You feel like you should bring in a reference. So you go ahead, open a file, and boom. There's something in the middle of your video too. And you can drag it, move it wherever the hell you want. So, and fuck off, get out of here. So you can do that. And then if you ever need to remove it, just right click it and then remove. So that's done. Beyond that, should you ever need to rescale this, you'll go ahead, drag it, bring it all the way over here. So now it's like that. You've got all this black space around the edges that can be used for notes and whatnot. There are two main ways that you could do it. One of them is a little buggy. I don't like it, but you'll see down here it says add text. So I can add text, make sure that it's visible. I can select my font, or I can have it read from a file. So doing that, if you have a pre-prepared text document that has everything you need in it, you can tell it to read from a file and grab it. But at this point, I have my color options for the background and the actual text itself. The background, of course, is going to be black because I've got the black edges, and white so that it'll stand out. Beyond that, whenever I start typing it in, you'll see these little words appear up here at the top. Now, the big issue that I have, while yes, I can fit this down here, I can't lock the scaling so that it will word wrap, or at least I haven't figured it out. If you can figure it out, that is perfect, because I've got no fucking clue. I can set them to center, see if maybe that will work. One moment, let's see. Ah, perfect. Okay. So, whenever you get it written out to the point that you need, just press enter. Boom. So you're going to be typing it out like it's a haiku, but you can fit it that way. The one way that I'm working on that would be a hell of a lot better, you can select what window you want to have open. So of course, if you have a text document with pre-prepared text that you'd love to have on the screen because you've already done the notes, you just want to go through it with your class, you should be able, and I'm going to cancel that out so that disappears. Remove that. You should be able to take a text document. So, one moment, let me open up Notepad. So an untitled notepad. Oh, OBS just threw an absolute fit. One moment. There we go. You should be able to just take an untitled notepad. It's buggy, like I said. Don't shake Windows around, apparently. It'll make it just go away. But now that you've got it here, what you'd want to do is go into, one moment, window capture, wherever the hell it is. There it is. Yeah, I bugged it out. I broke it. So create new window capture. Okay. And tell it to grab the notepad. So now that we've got the notepad up, we'd want it to fit within, let's say, oh, why can't I just, one moment. Don't scale the window. Well, that's a bit broken. Let's fix that. All right. So I know I can edit the transform. So if I go in here, I can tell it how large I actually want it to be without having to scale both sides at once. But whenever I attempt to just pull straight down on it, it creates an issue. So let's see, if I take the positional alignment and turn it to center, let's see what it'll do. So let's close this after I set it to center. Bring that, nope. It's still borked. I can create abstract art though. All right, so let's see something. Because it needs to be this text document. That's what it should be grabbing. Now let's see something. It will scale to the window. So, normally you wouldn't have the display capture going on that's going on right here. Instead, you would have this window over here locked to the book that you're reading. So right now you'll see that I have display capture going. You'd want to remove that and instead change it to window capture, and the window capture would be the book. So at this point, I'm going to go ahead and pop this back open. But stretching this also stretches your preview. So what I can do is now I can slot it in and stretch it. And by the way, you can have all this pre-prepared before it even happens. It's not until you hit this recording button right over here. Well, I've got my window flipped, so there. It's not until you hit the recording button that any of this will actually happen. So all of this would be done before you even begin recording. Now, I'm going to stretch that out until it reaches the bottom. And right there it fits perfectly. So, beyond that, I'm going to hit file. Oh, no, not that. Format. And then I'm going to turn up my font size to, let's see if 28 works. Okay, so 28 works. That's readable on the side of your video, but at any time, so say you've already got a Word document that you've loaded all your notes into, you just want it on the side. You can do it this way. And beyond that, say we're not doing it this way. Also, I can bug it out real bad. You can go ahead, bring it over here. And now that you've got it over here, adjust the document until it nearly touches the edge, and then realign it so that it does. So I'm going to bring it back into existence and slide it until it goes all the way across the bottom. Moment. Tell you what, I'm going to bring this onto my other monitor so that it doesn't freak out as bad. Okay, I have to bring the document back into existence. Okay. I don't believe I can make it any wider. So it would be a little bit offset. You'd have some black border space between here and the other one, but you could have a list here and then another list over here and actually have both working at once. So all in all, it should work for your purposes because you can get this thing to do literally anything you want. Like, one thing I didn't even go over because it's something you're probably not going to need. If I go here to my video capture and then go into filters, you'll see that I have audio and video and then effect filters. Under audio and video, I have, oh, nope, it's not there. It's under effect. I have a chroma key. So any color, I can tell it that I need that to be a green screen. So if it is a vibrant, solid color, you can make it transparent. So only the items that are not that color will be standing out. So say my mic, me, my chair, I'd just be, floating head over here in the corner. And the rest of the screen would be dedicated to actual video space. But I don't see you having a need for it unless you want your videos to look fancy as fuck. But this was just a general overview of how to use your actual program. Also, down in the bottom, it's useful. It shows that right now I've been recording for nearly 13 minutes, 12 minutes and about 55 seconds. You can use that should you be trying to make a video that is only 15, 20, 30, set number of minutes long because you know that the video is going to be a part of your student's homework or a recap, and you want to be able to tell them, hey, I know it's only 30 minutes long. Just sit down, watch it. We'll go over the notes. We'll go over everything you need, and we can recap in class tomorrow. But it's useful for that. So I'm going to end the recording. I've got a little while to record this upload this to YouTube, and then I'll send you a link.